Cup champion Darren McCarty, the golden voice of Neal Ruhl, and the iconic Terry Foster. Sit back and relax. It's time for your daily dose of Big D energy.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neal Ruhl. That guy, D-Mac, Darren McCarty. That guy over there, T-Foss, Terry Foster. That guy in the sound booth. Yes, there's a sound guy here today. He is JB Smooth. Spenmo Rack, Spencer Rackster on the ones and twos as well. Welcome to all of you. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Appreciate you guys tapping in. Certainly an action-packed show. There's a ton to get to today. And you know, real quick, I just want to address this real quickly. I turned on the Red Wings game. You know, I had the dad stuff to do and getting people to practice and doing all that stuff. And I saw the Wings score. I got an update on my phone right before the end of the second period. I was like, all right, let's go. I sit down on the couch right at the start of the third period, watched about 2 minutes, and it was over. OVA. Cooked.
Growing pains.
They got cooked.
Yeah, playing against, you look at that Boston Bruins team who is now, 7-1, stuff like this. They add pieces up and down the lineup. That's an NHL team. What you saw right there, right, Neal, is remember when they were 3-0-2 and we were talking about that was still only good for 8th in the division?
Yeah, we saw.
There's NHL teams. That Boston is a front runner. Obviously, getting Brad Marchand, and I was incorrect. And obviously, he played last night and got 2 goals. And I haven't seen anybody own a team like that. Like he owns the Red Wings. Maybe Tyler Johnson back in the day with the Tampa Bay, but he reminded me of lighting up Patrick Waugh back in the day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So good team. And this is why right now through the season, sort of the Jekyll and Hyde. Beginning, the last 2 games aren't there, is why I said at the beginning of the year, why you said that you've seen all that you need to see for this year, is why they're going to give you the ebbs and flows and be there at the end, hopefully with a couple games to win to get into the wild card. Right. So the reality is that
you know what I was thinking before last night's game?
What's that?
That we blew it. That this is a game we should have talked about. That's a pretty big early season game. Boston only had 1 loss. The Wings were playing pretty well, except for the last game before that. So I was thinking, man, this is a big game. And then in 2 minutes, it was done.
Yeah. And D-Mac, here's the conclusion I came to, and I texted you this last night, where last night showed me the difference of when Dylan Larkin is your 1 center versus being the number 2 center. I saw stars for Boston. And that is an upper echelon Stanley Cup contending team. And we saw the difference. And there's nothing easy, everybody. There's nothing wrong with that. No, especially from where you've been to where you are. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's what I saw. And I'll check back with you because, as I said, they have the flexibility to swim in those waters now. When the Austin Matthews and the Connor McDavids and all that stuff gets talked about, they have the ability to jump in that discussion. You can't get everything at once. I'm fine with it, but they got cooked.
That's why there's still 2, 3, 4 years left.
Yes, they are.
Right, and it goes to show you in games last night and what does other teams have throughout their lineup, right? This is where you miss your Veranas, you miss your Bertuzzis, you miss all those goals. Right, you need that. You also mentioned to have that perennial 40-goal guy, right? Which is sort of a luxury. You look at David Pastrnak. You look at what the Boston's done. They've only improved, right? When you can split up their top line of Bergeron, Marchand, and Pastrnak and make it 2 lines, they've only gotten better. I think before the game when you got Nosek and Charlie Coyle up the middle as your 3rd and 4th forwards, you nailed it right there. But we know what we're working towards, Neal. And this is the growing pains. It's the inconsistency of trying to get the 1-1-3 in place. The PK fell apart for the first time this year against a great team. So it's the NHL. It's another game. It's seeing how they respond. There's 2, if you'd say, stinkers in a row. What are they going to come back to? So all those questions I asked the 5 fighting the other day, it's almost we could revamp them again because these are the growing pains that we're going to see throughout this year. Don't get too hung up on it. It is disappointing. It's disappointing when you sit down to watch it after doing all that stuff, and it goes bing, bang, boom, and then you're like looking for the laundry to fold.
I saw something slightly different, but sort of the same. I saw, for the most part, Boston playing at a high level, and I thought the Wings were playing at a high level. They had lots of opportunities. They didn't cash in. But what would happen, Boston stayed at that level, and the Wings, for a few minutes, would come back to earth and then get back on it. But when they came back to earth, they struck. Say, bam.
Yeah, and you know what that was? You know why you saw that? The rise and the drop? There's not the top-notch, top-end star talent.
True.
There's not.
It's coming.
But they have. You can't say it's coming, but they have the ability to do it.
They do it. And Neal, guess what? It's coming, and guess what you got to do? You got to pay them.
Right.
And not afraid to it. It's paying the right guy. And all the guys that you bring up, the big guns that you could be in for, the Austin Matthews, Connor McDavid, they're still a few years away. Right? So you're still building towards what you're going to be. But yes, you nailed it right there, Neal. Right? You don't have really a legitimate NHL number one line. You got maybe 2 or 3 twos. Right?
You got some 1Bs or whatever you want to say.
So whatever else that are going to be efficient, because it's still going to put up the points. But when you get into the Eastern Conference, as tight as it is, that all the best teams have that line.
Yeah, and they do. And that's something where I think it gets glossed over. When you look back through the history of the Tampa Bay Lightning, you know I'm a big Kucherov simp, right? Like that, that is my other guy in Kucherov. That's 40 goals booked. When the season starts, it's 40 goals, pushing 100 points. That's it. End of story. That's it.
Well, it's the Stamkoses and the Ovechkins and the guys that you're going to count. The dudes.
You need a dude, man.
Yeah.
You need a dude. And Terry, that's usually the last thing. Either it's the first thing or the last thing that comes with the team.
Like you're building around a dude, or you're trying to get bad enough or good enough to pay for the dude.
Haven't I always said that? When Dylan Larkin's your Yzerman and you have a Fedorov, you got to get he doesn't have his Fedorov yet.
Right.
So he's got to get it. You know what you're working towards, and until then, here's the beauty, right? When we're talking Red Wings, if we've thought it, the guy leading the charge, hashtag Weiser plan 1919, he's 5 moves ahead and thought about this 2 years ago, right?
He knows.
He knows.
And again, you see the playbook running with Brad Holmes with the Lions. You see it. All you have to do is look at the salary table, and you see, because coming up soon, namely when Austin Matthews hits free agency, there's 60-ish million or 40-ish million in cap space. All these other guys that we have now are all already signed. You see the play. You see the play.
Okay, Neal, wait a minute. Hang on. Stop, fellas. Neal.
Yes.
Now, when he's available as a free agent, do the Wings have your permission to pay him and bring him here?
I will pay for quality.
Okay.
Spence, when we were talking about the Lions,
Marcus Williams,
and all these people that were bringing up, the Miles Jacks and stuff like that, I said, no. However, if you're going to get me the best at a position, I'll pay him.
Yep.
Marcus Williams.
It's fair.
Let's get in there. These were and more along the lines too. That was to the people talking about drafting a safety number 2, where I'm saying, hey, I'm not paying a rookie safety $11 million when I get the best one in the game for 15.
Yeah.
That just seems like common sense to me.
That's very reasonable.
So, whatever it is, I didn't want it to get lost in the wash because we do got a lot to get to today. There is a ton of football. Oh, there's a big football game tomorrow, Terry. I don't know if you're aware.
Is there? Where
is it? There is. It will be in Ann Arbor. That's a matter of fact. No.
Okay. Oh, you're going to be in Florida.
No. I wish I were. Okay. I wish I were. No, I will not be there. I will be watching like everybody else.
Okay.
And I'll be settling. It'll be my pregame for Saturday night at 10:30, but more on CBS Sports Network. But more on that later.
There we go.
Oh, that's a little get-right tease right there, folks, if I know anything.
Klubeck's 13, the NFL trade deadline, Tuesday, November 1st at 4 p.m. That is correct. Yes, that it will be. When we come back, though, there is and this is where, and I criticize Spence for this yesterday, Terry, because I'm not mad at him. I'm disappointed in him that his Michigan State Spartans have kind of taken some of the shine off the game. My Lions discussion that I want to have, it kind of popped in my head this morning. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the Lions, but I would love to be sitting here talking about, well, how do you stop Tyreek Hill? And how do you stop Jalen Waddle? And Tua will win 70% of his games. What tactics do you have defensively? We're past that now. When you're 1-5, all that ish is out the window. I did watch Lamar Jackson last night. And I did watch, the Ravens beat the Buccaneers.
I thought we didn't have permission to watch the Thursday night game.
When they put a commensurate product out there, then I will go watch the game.
Okay.
Which I did yesterday. Because it was, a good game with good players. It was weird. Tom Brady.
Sometimes.
Tom Brady's cooked, bro.
Yeah, I know. You know what?
We should announced that
Hey, do we have taps? We should play taps.
I think we should.
I think the Lions have a better shot of rebounding this season than Tom Brady does.
Yeah, and Tom Brady's divorce is official. He put it on his Instagram.
He took it to the gram, so it is official.
In recent days, my wife and I finalized our divorce from one another after 13 years of marriage. We arrived at this decision amicably and with gratitude for the time we spent together. We are blessed with beautiful and wonderful children who will continue to be the center of our worlds in every way. We will continue to work together as parents to always ensure they receive the love and attention they deserve, so on.
Dude, all he had to do was not play. He could stay with his Giselle. So he must love football.
Yeah, but that was never a question. Did you ever say, what do you love more, or get that question, do you love football or me? I mean, I would think that Giselle would never have asked that question to Tom, because I would have always said that he's one of those guys that loves this game, and he's proven it, but he just won't go away.
Yeah.
Yes, but when you talk to professional athletes, they always say family, sports, in that order. Obviously, to me, he didn't put that.
I think it's different too, because aren't the kids more grown? It all depends on how the age of your kids.
Yeah, but you're still with mama though. That she's your main.
Yeah,
thing.
but I mean, we talk about this like they're there picking them up from school every day, and they're cooking dinner for them and all that kind of stuff, and putting them to bed at night.
Woman.
They're not doing that, man. There's people that do that. Like, let's cut the ish and be real about it, Terry.
Okay, I'm not talking about the kids.
When it fits the gram, you talk about the kids in the center of our universe and all that. It ain't that.
I'm talking about your woman is the center of the universe. So he picked football in a failed season over his wife, basically.
Yep.
Because she's telling him, don't go back. You're going to get hurt. You're going to get your head smashed in. Why? And he said, I got unfinished. But what unfinished business does Tom Brady have?
I got a feeling this started crumbling after he didn't retire after winning the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Right? Because
100%.
I got to think that, okay, Tommy boy, your position is go ahead, go to Tampa, prove it, whatever like this. But then and then when he started, you see the photos of him going to hockey practice, doing the dats. He's supposed to go off into that world, and what changed, right? His decision, his love, whatever like this. He's a human being. He's a grown man. She's a grown woman. Their lives is the fact that we think because they got millions and millions and billions of dollars that it makes it different. No, they're human beings. So, I think specifically like football-wise though, Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, I mean, these guys are fried. He's in the.
Don't get me started on Russell Wilson. We don't have enough time for that today. We got. You know what?
Every time I fly, I do deep knee bends in the middle of the aisle.
That is the biggest bunch of shit I've ever. I'm on the airplane working out.
Right.
I'm doing high knees down. Right. Everybody else is sleeping. I'm doing high knees. I'm looking at. Shut up, Russell. You are not Russell Wilson. You are not doing that. You're not going up and down for 4 hours of a flight over. You're not doing any of that. I've had enough of Russell Wilson. Put him in the Aaron Rodgers camp. Enough of your videos in bed, your Broncos Let's Ride, all your action figure hair that looks like it was placed on the top of your head. Enough of all that.
Broham, if he actually did that, somebody would have videotaped it and made fun of him. Here's our stupid quarterback doing high knees in the middle of the flight.
He was not. Yeah, enough with Russell Wilson. You know what? Go out and play well. Try that. Work backwards from there. Go out and play well. Neal Ruhl here for Big Boy for a limited time only. All new burgers and loaded fries. They are at your local Big Boy. Hey, you know it, Spence. It's not just a Slim Jim. It's the Big Jim.
So big.
The chili cheese, that's a tease. Guess what else is new? It's the Bacon Blue. Upgrade the fries, people. What are we doing here? You're going all the way. Upgrade those fries. Chili cheese fries?
Delicious.
Baked potato fries?
Orgasmic.
Nacho fries.
Amazing.
Satisfy those taste buds at Big Boy.
Burgers and fries. Woodward Sports is giving you another chance to sit front row. This time at the Detroit versus Green Bay game. Think you have the best Dan Campbell impression?
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Can you say man with the best of them?
I got it. Here's what I need, man. I need you to trust me. I swear to God, I'm not a lunatic. I swear to you.
Can you say, let's go for it on 4th down?
Man, I got a plan, I swear to you. All I think about is you guys. That's all I think about, man.
Are you a master motivator?
That's all I think about is you guys.
Show us in a video. Record your best Dan Campbell impression and post the video on Twitter or Instagram using hashtag Woodward Front Row. We'll select the best 3 impersonations of Motor City Dan Campbell and send you and a guest front row. So knock the dust off the old sweatpants, light some kneecaps, and enter today. And as always, go Lions, man!
I just need you to trust me. That's all. Please.
I don't care if I got one toe, 2 butt cheeks, and a rock.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play. And before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
Neal Ruhl here for Chili Peppers Tanning, where you find the cleanest salons in the D with spotless, sanitized rooms and trained and certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club. You'll get all the best deals. They'll beat the competitors' prices by at least $5. And especially for Spencer Raxter, he can get his Australian Gold, designer skin, his Caltan, or his Swedish Beauty lotions as well. ChiliPeppersTanning.com. That's the website. The hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, the darkest tans. They are your vitamin D headquarters. 27 locations. More on the way. It's Chili Peppers Tanning, y'all.
Chili Peppers, Tan.
Back at it. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. We are off and running. We're squad deep in here today. Darren McCarty, T. Foss, JB Smooth with an F. And, of course, Spencer Raxter here in the building. The DMAC bobblehead is bobbing right now. And last night, as I said, I actually tapped into Thursday Night Football for a while. I forgot that it was on Amazon because it's been so long since I watched it. But I found it, Terry. Everything was cool.
Okay, good.
This started bumping around my head. And I touched on this with the Justin Fields stuff because I see a lot of Jalen Hurts energy in Justin Fields. I saw it with Lamar Jackson, who, by the way, will be a free agent at the end of the year. I'm tired of hearing the complaining. I see everybody in our WoodwardSports.com chat thread. I don't like any quarterbacks in this draft. You don't draft Ohio State quarterbacks. Bryce Young's too small. Will Levitt sucks. All of it. Then what's the fix? Right here, right now. I challenge all of you guys out there. Then what's the fix?
Are you challenging me too?
I'm challenging you.
I'll tell you what the damn fix is.
I'm challenging you guys out there. Everybody out there, okay? Set it in stone. So what's the play? Because I'm watching Lamar Jackson ball out, but you guys telling me Lamar Jackson sucks. Okay?
No, you don't suck. You make too much money.
But
I think you're stuck with Jared Goff.
Okay. Looted Corpse, WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Bryce Young. Okay then. If that's what you want, then you need to lose the rest of the way. You need to lose the rest of the way. Like, give me solutions. I don't just want to hear Jared Goff sucks or C.J. Stroud sucks. What's the solution? Give me the pathway. Don't talk about it. Be about it.
I'm going to be about it right now. Jared Goff sucks, but you're stuck with him. He'll be back.
So that's not the solution, Terry.
No, he is the solution.
No.
The solution is already on the roster.
If he sucks, why are you keeping him?
Well, I'm kind of joking with you.
Okay.
He's inconsistent is the way I would put it. But I think when you look at this fan base and the stage of the development of this organization, can you really bring in a rookie quarterback and then ask this fan base for the 50th time to be patient? I don't know if you can do that.
Okay, so then what's the fix?
Your fix is Jared Goff.
So then you're fine with them.
Gotta be.
No.
So Terry GM Foster.
I'm
We're
keeping
riding.
him.
Hey, you're gonna get on your phone like Russell Wilson. You're gonna say Lions Country, let's ride with Jared Goff, and you're gonna have action figure
after
hair
I
and
do
everything.
my high knees,
After you do high knees
I
down
will
the
tell
aisle.
hey y'all, shut up. This man is your quarterback for the future.
What's the fix, Steve?
What
What's
are
D-Mac?
what
What's
are
the
your
fix?
options? Right?
That's what.
Well, your options are you stick with Goff, right? You're paying him 15 to 20 million less.
Yeah, you're getting a discount to market for the position.
That's the benefit of it. Terry nailed it when you talk about Lamar Jackson or anybody out there, because Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, all these guys have set the precedent that if you want one of these guys, you're going to have to pay 45, 50 million.
Right.
Do you want to go that way? I don't think so, because I think the minute that guy either goes down or we're having the same conversation here as we are with Goff. So the thing is that, to Terry's point, I think what they're doing is Goff is sort of your guy. You're going to look maybe this year to see if somebody you can put behind, but you can't go to the fan base for a rebuild. So you're just going to keep trying to put weapons around Goff, weapons around Goff, weapons around Goff. Hopefully they're healthy, right? Because that's the one thing is when we've seen a healthy lineup, the number one lineup, the offense is efficient, right? But the minute that your top guy, we don't have DeAndre Swift in, it seems like if DeAndre Swift isn't in the game, we have no chance to win, right? Then you go Amon-Ra St. Brown. So it's putting people around. What do I do is to keep that money? I think Goff, because Terry's right. No matter if you love one of these young quarterbacks coming out from college or not, it's going to be a time process. I think this is the fastest way, and you keep trying to put weapons around Goff, so you use all that money to put players around him. So, you know what it is, Neal? Your point about going out and paying the top at that position, you can't do it here at quarterback, right? Look at what Green Bay's done. Look at what happens. We're going to see that whole schmozzle. But you could do it receiver, tight end, different ways like that. Where's the rest of your money going to go?
And the early lead out here, I guess, would say a lot of people saying you go after Lamar Jackson. And the people also in the chat right now that are saying the draft and everything like that, then just check out for the rest of the year. Because if that's what you want, you have to have the ability to do it. And to do it, you have to be real bad. Again.
You know what's funny? When the Lions are not looking for a quarterback, all these guys out of college are the next Dan Marino, the next Joe Montana. And then when the Lions really need one, all of a sudden the quarterback class dries up.
Well, they had their shot.
They had their shot
in a good quarterback class.
But you know who screwed them? Matthew Stafford. Well, they screwed themselves, but they were so afraid of having Matthew have competition. They wanted to be
Terry,
so comfortable around here.
You're taking us down a road. I'm about solutions right now.
I gave you my
about
solution.
solutions.
Your solution is Jared Goff.
Okay,
accept
so
it.
That's who you're right, D-Mac. You're seconding that, right? I mean, that's where you are.
Yep.
Matthew Kruger, WoodwardSports.com chat thread says, F the draft, I'm bringing in F and Lamar. Andrew Klingerman, Lamar headed to the D, baby. So, you know, for me, I watch these guys out there, like I watch Lamar Jackson and guys that can make plays. That's what I'm seeing all the time. When everything breaks down, guys that can make plays. Here's where I'm going to run kind of counter to what Terry said. For me, because there is no foolproof. See, the fantasyization of sports, you guys hear me say that a lot, right? The fantasyization of sports. Like, we think real sports work like our fantasy leagues work, where we'll take Matt Stafford in the 7th round, so we'll take a quarterback later, so we can do that. Mm-hmm. And it's going to work because it always works like that. There is no foolproof solution. For me, and I'm coming around more and more to this camp, and here's why. I am making my play for Lamar Jackson. And here's why.
Whoa.
Because as I look through my salary cap, when I talk about 2024 and the $90 million in cap space, right? $30 million on your books is already allocated towards Goff because he's under contract at that time. So in theory, it's only costing you $20 million of that cap space because that's going to be the freight. You are going to have to give him a Deshaun Watson contract because that's what he wants.
For sure.
5 at $250 guaranteed. Mm-hmm. Boom.
Imagine what the inflation is to come here. It's going to be more than that, right? To intrigue him to come here.
He said he wanted to come here.
You got to pay the Lions tax, don't you? In all reality,
we were on a short list.
Yeah, well, I mean, he has said he just wants Deshaun's contract. I don't think that there is a Lions tax.
That's what's going to cost you.
Maybe that's the everyone tax. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't care who it comes from.
But what I'm saying is that if there's a few teams fighting for him, you're gonna. That's the bottom. The bottom line is the Deshaun Watson contract. That's the minimum.
Yeah.
That you're gonna have to pay, right? Because if you get into a bidding war, do you think the Lions are the only ones? If they're gonna go your way with this, that's gonna be bidding for Lamar.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that, and I don't know That's my
I'm
play.
I'm just saying it as this goes on and plays out, it's gonna. I wouldn't be surprised if it's closer to 55.
Which
what do you got?
I feel like drafting a rookie opens up multiple avenues because you can go the rookie way to where that rookie pans out, he's a stud, you have him on a cheap contract, problem solved. Or something like the Rams or the Browns or some other organization where that rookie's not all you expected him to be, but you build that roster around him, and when that roster is ready and you need one piece, you go out and trade for a veteran. You trade that rookie and some more capital to get a veteran, like Denver did with Russell Wilson, like LA did to get Matt Stafford, like the Browns did to get Deshaun Watson. So I think drafting a rookie, having that malleable piece to where either he works and it works out, or he's not super great, but you can still trade him to get a better veteran out of a bad situation. That's what I would say. That's why I want to draft a rookie.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Go Blue says, I like it. Neal, Go Blue and I have some common ground that we're standing on.
So
right
my
now.
question to you would be, and I'm not against it, but it's okay. What part of your team are you going to suffer from then? If you're going to give Lamar this money, is it because you're not going to give Hutchinson this money and you're going to
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Right,
absolutely.
but you're going to go with the Brock Wrights, and you're going to go with some later drafted guy. What is it on your offense that's going to sacrifice? Because on your defense, you can't really afford to sacrifice anything. You know what I'm saying? So I guess my follow-up question to you, Neal, would be which part of your team will suffer because of this? So, and then you tell me that it won't because Lamar Jackson being the quarterback will make up for that.
That's 1A of it right there is 1A of it. They have so much money to spend in 2024 that what if I could give you Lamar and one of the best linebackers? You know, whoever the best free agent linebacker is, or to be in those discussions. What if I can deliver both of those to you? What if I can get you that?
And then, so if I'm thinking, I still have St. Brown under contract. I still have Williams under contract.
Here's who you'll have. Here's who you'll have right now.
So I'm intrigued now.
Yeah, so here's who we have under contract. And yes, I know, Spence, I got to get to the break, but I got to get this out right now. Here's who we would have under my system with Lamar Jackson. We would have Taylor Decker, Frank Ragnow, Vitae, which we would have cut by then, I would imagine. We'd have Tracy Walker, Aidan Hutchinson, Penei Sewell, Jamison Williams. We would also have Aleem McNeil, Kirby Joseph, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Malcolm Rodriguez.
Yeah.
That's who we'd have still. What if I can deliver all that to you? Are you guys riding with me?
All right, stop it. Now, you're going to approach Lamar Jackson.
Plus the rookies we draft in the next two drafts.
You're going to approach Lamar Jackson and say, here, Lamar, I got a $55 million a year contract for you to come play for the Detroit
Fully
Lions.
Guaranteed. Exactly what you wanted.
I got 4 other teams that want me. Go to hell. Get out of my face. I never want to see you again.
Then you make them say no.
Okay.
Then you make them say no. Like, That's it. I'm giving you hard facts here. This is what we can do. It's not just golf socks.
Yeah, but he's going to say, I'm Lamar Jackson. I am not coming to Detroit to play for the
We're on the short list.
Detroit Lions.
And then you could see why, with the offensive line or whatever, who would he want to run? It would make sense. You could put him in here as far as you're thinking if you're Lamar Jackson. So
Yeah, there it is.
I bet on it.
Neal Ruhl here for oddstrader.com, the #1 site for all of your game day betting activity. Play-by-play updates, live scores, and the most important part, the best price on every game from multiple sports books. The list is customizable. Line it up with the accounts that you have. That way it's on the screen in front of you. That way there's no wasted time of closing apps, opening apps, signing into apps, remembering your passwords, doing all that. By then the line's changed by half a point. It doesn't make sense to do the bet anymore. Go to oddstrader.com right now. Find your best bet.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991? Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Swiss Insurance Group and their employees are heavily involved in their community. It's very rewarding, but comes with great responsibility. If you sit on a local youth sports board, homeowners association, or a volunteer coach, directors and officers insurance is a must. Make sure the kids, parents, and volunteers are protected. Call Swiss today.
Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Terry Foster, D-Mac, Darren McCarty, JB Smooth with an F on the end of it, Spencer Raxter as well, WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Our guy, William Turnbull. Neal, you said Holmes is a better GM than Elway. Oh, yesterday you said Elway joined a 13-win team as a GM. The Broncos had missed the playoffs for 5 years and won 4 games in 2010, not 13 games, Neal. All right, William, little website, ProFootballReference.com. You familiar with it?
It's a great website.
Great website. One of the best in the game. His first year as the executive VP of football operations, 2012, they went 13-3 that year. He didn't build that team. They went 13-3 that year.
Heck no, he didn't build that team.
But I know the last 4 years he was the GM, the Broncos won 5 games, 6 games, 7 games, and 5 games. So he was good at tearing down. He was good at tearing down a Super Bowl team. He didn't build it. Come on, man. Come on, William. Keep coming back with it, though. And I got time for you all day long.
Why'd you have to ruin his day?
I did. I'm not ruining his day.
Yes, you did.
We're dealing in facts. I'm tired of the bullshit. Like, we're dealing in facts.
Thought he had you like one of them bugs that squishes on your window, and you wiggled off of it and make fun of him.
GW the Kid, can we sign Lamar or draft a Michigan running back and Will Anderson? You could under my plan.
100%.
Yeah, we could under my plan.
I'd rather have Jahmyr Gibbs, but we'll get into that during the nickel package.
Well, speak of the devil. Nickel package.
Nickel package. We'll do, you want to do college first or pro first?
Whatever you want to do, Spence.
Let's do pro first.
Pro football nickel package.
All right, JB, drop me a beat. NFL nickel package. Here we go. First question. Does adding Robert Quinn make the Eagles the Super Bowl favorite?
No, because they're still not going to beat Buffalo or Kansas City. To me, anyway. So it's aggressive to say that they're the Super Bowl favorite. They are the NFC favorite.
Oh, for sure.
But not just because of Robert Quinn, because Jalen Hurts is a baller. And I'm going to break my arm, pat myself on the back for that call, D-Mac, because Jalen Hurts can play.
Oh, absolutely. That's the one... The things that I have known for sure in the facts and earlier in the year, especially playing against the Lions, he's the real deal. This only makes that defensive line to make that the odds-on favorite come out of the NFC. But yeah, You give Jordan Davis that ability. You got Cox, you got Graham, you got Quinn in there. Guys, 18 and a half sacks last year. You know, we saw this year he's only had one because he's had so many double teams. And look at a guy in a true pro gets double teamed. It's hard to play against. Now it's going to be tough. Who pick your poison there? So losing Khalil Mack really hurt Robert Quinn. Going and picking up 3 other dogs on a defensive line only makes him better and the Eagles better.
I'm going to say no, because the Super Bowl champion this year is coming out of AFC. I'm flipping coins between Buffalo and Kansas City, and it keeps coming up Buffalo.
All we're doing is just waiting for that game right now.
AFC Championship game is going to be amazing.
It's going to be lit.
I can't wait.
Second down.
Next question of the Nickle package. Biggest margin of victory this week? The Bills versus the Packers, or the Titans versus the Texans?
I know which one I want it to be.
Yeah.
I love this. This almost, not quite, but this almost makes me feel better. And maybe this is Michigan State-esque take, but what's happening to the Packers right now almost makes me feel better about what's happening with the Lions.
It does.
It does. I love it. I want the Bills to cook the Packers.
They're going to.
Oh my God, I can't wait. It better be. It better be.
Who's watching the Titans-Texans game? I mean, like, seriously.
Division matchup.
Everybody's tuned into the Bills. Just want
Sunday
Josh
night
Allen
football.
and go.
Oh,
Yes. You want Aaron Rodgers to suffer for everything that he's done to us. We get some joy in watching them suffer.
You know what? I'm not a smoker.
I haven't been to the UP yet for the comedy. I'll be in Richmond tonight. Look forward to seeing everybody. But when I make it up to the UP in a few months, it'll be interesting to hear all the Packer fans up there. They're feeling Lions fandom.
I will do like Drago's wife in Rocky IV. As they run in that touchdown to make it 42-10, I'll take a hit of a cigarette.
There you go.
Just like Drago, and I'm not a smoker.
Hell
but
yeah.
I will. Just when Apollo Creed was hitting the mat, and his wife just takes a drag off the cigarette, I'll do that on Sunday night, T-Foss. I can't wait.
I know you can't, but Aaron Rodgers will disappoint you again. It will not be Buffalo.
I'm terrified of that.
It will not be Buffalo and Green Bay.
I know.
Every time you sound the fire alarms, he wiggles off the hook. He's a slippery man.
Real quick, WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Nicholas Duncan, Hawk for 2 second-rounders. We could have Gibbs and take Schumacher in 2024. No one in the world is giving you 2 second-rounders for TJ Hawkinson.
Not
all
a
right,
chance.
third down.
You might get one, maybe.
You ain't getting one either.
Third question of the Nickle package. Does Geno Smith get the victory over the darling New York Giants?
This is like
This is a low-key game of the week.
Stop. This is the narrative bowl.
I was intrigued at this. I'm looking at this spread, and I want to pick it because I'll be dialed in. Not only because to see if K9 can continue.
You are not going to be dialed in to Seahawks.
This is one of the games on the radar.
You are C-Mac. Stop it.
I love what they're both doing because I love when people prove other people wrong, and I think this is a good matchup.
Darren McCarty, you can lie to me.
Stop calling that man a liar.
You can lie to me, but damn it, D-Mac, I've been friends with you for too long. Don't lie to yourself, man. You're not going to be tapping in.
I can tell you for a fact, Titans-Texans will not come on my TV. I will tell you, I will be flipping.
You're going to search out. You're going to search out.
Search out Giants Hawks. Yes.
You are a liar. What was the question again?
I believe he's the most honest guy in the studio after me.
I'll take that, T. You've been around a couple trips around the sun.
This is the narrative bowl because the narrative people, they can't lose because somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to win, and they get to go ahead and sing the praises again.
I'm pretty sure DK Metcalf's out too.
So he's officially out.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Geno Smith will rise up.
Yeah.
Geno Smith, the comeback player of the year, will get the win over Daniel Jones.
This might be Geno Smith coming back to earth.
Ty Lockett, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I hope so. I got him on my fantasy.
T-Foss, what do you got? Is he going to get the win over the Giants, Geno Smith?
Yeah. You know what? We make fun of Geno Smith. He's actually playing pretty well. And the Giants have to come down a little bit. What did you tell me yesterday? Are the Giants really that good? Hell no, they're not. They'll come down to earth this week.
Plus, it's a hard place to play regardless, even when they stink.
It is. Next question of the Nickle package. Who is your pick so far for Defensive Player of the Year? You got guys like Judon, who leads the NFL in sacks. Micah Parsons, he's right up there. Darius Slay, or somebody else. Who is your Defensive Player of the Year?
We talked about him. Judon is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And it sounds weird to say because he's playing for Bill Belichick and he's playing for the Patriots. People don't know who he is.
Yeah.
I'm convinced.
Guy, right?
Yeah.
I'm convinced of that. People don't know who he is because he's playing for the Patriots, and they're kind of mid right now.
See, there's a low-key guy, right? There's a low-key guy, like you said. Now, we're familiar with Judon coming out of John Harbaugh, coming out of the Baltimore system. But if you could get a guy like that, it'd be interesting to see his contract and how Belichick got a guy like that. Now he's making his case for Defensive Player of the Year. I think that, if he gets up to 15, 16 sacks, and because of playing in that system, it's as apparent to everybody else in the league. So those are the guys that, when you're picking guys like this up, when we have a guy like this that's come on, and he's got to have been cap friendly, Neal. So these are certain guys that can get your defense as the Detroit Lions to the next level.
So I'm going to anger Neal now, and please forgive me. How about them Cowboys? I'm a Michael Parsons guy. I mean, I just think
really, even after Sewell neutralized them?
Well, okay, one play.
One play? It was 12 plays.
Who won the game?
We're not talking about that. We're talking about Defensive Player of the Year.
Sewell, I think, is a very good right tackle. Michael Parsons has been clowning everybody else, so you have one bad game. Stop it.
Fifth down, my friend.
Michael Parsons.
Final questions.
Penei Sewell.
That's right.
Penei Sewell had him in the phone booth. Final question. We saw it last week, right? The Bears went into New England, who absolutely hosed the Lions, and they won. Now they're going to Dallas, who beat the Lions. And it was a pretty close game for the majority of it.
Just like they went to New England after the Lions went to New England.
And beat them. Can the Bears cover the -9.5 spread versus Terry's Cowboys?
Absolutely they can. Because they have a quarterback that can do something when everything around them breaks down. That's the difference. And obviously we know 10 points, 9.5 points, that's a lot in the NFL. Yes, I do like the Bears with the points in this game a lot.
Yeah, I looked at this game, passed on it, but yeah, if you think, like you said, you learned something from Justin Fields and going on how the Lions played them pretty, tough last week, I'd take the Bears to cover.
Yeah, and the Dallas Cowboys are getting a lot of praise now, and they're all happy and everything. That's another team that always comes back to earth.
They do. At some point, the Cowboys will cowboy.
They did just lose Robert Quinn, though. The Bears did.
That's true. No, that's true. But
they figure they don't need him.
I'm digging Justin Fields more and more every week.
He's looked pretty good the past couple weeks.
He has. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Go Blue has a good suggestion. Next time we talk about the Bears, let's bring Adam in here. He says ask Adam about the Bears.
Oh yeah, the 0-17 season.
The 0-17. The 0-17 Chicago Bears.
How about them Bears?
Yeah.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh, you got them all fired up now.
The Bears.
Can the Bears beat the Cowboys?
Fuck you.
Hey, we don't talk like that on the show. That's the morning show.
Excuse me.
We don't put Smooth into more work.
Yeah.
F the Bears.
Thank you.
They're trash, but I gotta say, their head coach is doing a really good job. Eberflus is doing a hell of a job. He has the defense playing better than what they are. They figured out Justin Fields is a running back, so I guess that's working out for them. I'm happy for them. They still suck. They're still behind the Lions in a rebuild, and what do you know? They're still winning more games. I'll keep being patient, Sheila. Thanks so much. God bless.
Adam Baydoun, everybody.
No. Tell me about that 0-17 season.
It's all good. He could. Oh, did you?
It's not looking that way right now.
Hey, every now and then, greatness misfires, right?
Look, you miss every once in a while. That's all good.
Yeah.
You got to take the losses on the chin.
All right, Adam, we're trying to run a business here, my friend.
Oh, what the hell you want from me? You guys talking to me interrupting my meeting.
You got to make fun of him for the 0-17.
Yeah.
Can't win them all. Can't have them all.
Can't win them all.
But you know what you can win? Guys,
front row seats.
We're talking about what's Buffalo going to do to the Packers. What are we talking about? What the Lions are going to do to the Packers at Ford Field. And if you want to be there, we got tickets for you, man. Yes, it's a Dan Campbell impersonation contest. Win front row seats to the Detroit Lions versus Green Bay Packers game. What do you have to do? You have to record a video doing your best Dan Campbell impression, post it on Instagram or Twitter with the hashtag Woodward Front Row. Now, I swear to you, I'm not a lunatic, right? Make sure you're following Woodward Sports. We'll select 3 winners, 3 pairs of tickets. We're going to announce it November the 4th. Get it in today. Your impersonations, man, can't go wrong. I'm a lunatic. He's not. Here we go. Woodward Sports. Tell him we sent you.
The biggest rivalry in the state is almost here. That means one thing, the biggest tailgate party in the state. Join Woodward Sports for our tailgate takeover before the U of M versus State game on October 29th. Will Harbaugh and the boys pull out the win? Or is Tuck still coming? We will find out at the Big House. Michigan legend Braylon Edwards will be handing out food, prizes, and much more. So no matter what team you root for, come party with the network that does it best. The Woodward Sports Network. The tailgate takeover, powered by Custom Health Centers, Syntron, and Planet Fitness.
Woodward Sports, you see the name!
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
When you need apparel, there's only one place to go. Big Frog in Novi. With no setup fees, no artwork fees, no minimum, and a 24-hour turnaround, you can have your whole team outfitted in no time. Embroidery, direct-to-garment, vinyl, and screen printing, Big Frog has it all in all the styles you want. So whether it's a sports team, fundraiser, school event, or corporate needs, Big Frog is your one-stop destination. Visit bigfrog.com/Novi or call 844-4-BIG-FROG.
Neal Ruhl here for Planet Fitness, home of the judgment-free zone. You can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. The gym that's always been known for being clean is now cleaner than ever. Tons of equipment, a full-body workout in just 30 minutes in the 30-minute circuit. All memberships include fitness training. You get all this. Just $10 a month for access to your home club, guys. I mean, come on. Join today in club. You're going to pass a couple on the way home, pull in the parking lot, do it that way. Or go to planetfitness.com. We had our live broadcast out there on Wednesday. Had a blast at the one on Ryan Road in Sterling Heights. I was there today. 60 minutes on that treadmill. 10K Friday.
How you got to do it.
That's how we got to do it. We did it. Planet Fitness, man. Highly recommend it. Work out there myself. It's Planet Fitness, Darren McCarty.
Well, your fitness is essential.
Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, T-Foss, Terry Foster, JB Smooth, and Spencer Raxter as well. We're going to get into the Michigan State heavy, dumb heavy, as a kid said, in the second hour of the program. I got some what-ifs for you. I'm going to throw out some scenarios if they happen during the game. I want to get everybody's reaction.
And people, let me warn you, they're stupid what-ifs, but we're going to let them do them anyway.
Okay, that's fine. Also, too, I want to give you guys the reality check for both sides. As a man that's unencumbered by fandom or loyalty to either one, if they want my loyalty, cut the check.
Ring the bell.
I had to cut them the check.
Yeah, they got Spencer's loyalty.
Yeah, I cut them the check.
He cut them the check, no doubt.
They still call me and ask me for more money. That pisses me off more than anything. Bing, 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 bing. Oh, hello. Oh, is this Spencer Raxter? This is the MSU School of Journalism and Communications. Would you mind making a click? No, I'm not giving you any more money. I already gave you enough money.
All right, but before that, Nickle package, college football edition. You know what, low-key, This is my favorite segment of the week.
I like these a lot.
I'm such a slappy for college football.
Hey, by the way, what time do we get the Get Right pick? All the people are excited. It's slowly trending as one of the most popular.
Oh, you don't get it every week.
That's
I do have one. Guys, just understand, I am going to lose at some point. It won't be tomorrow, but I'm going to lose at some point, just so everybody knows. All right, nickel package, college football.
All right, JB, drop me a beat. We got the nickel package for the college football here. First question, who throws for more yards this week? J.J. McCarthy versus Michigan State or C.J. Stroud versus Penn State?
That one seems easy to me. That's J.J. McCarthy.
Okay.
I think that Harbaugh will turn him loose. To some degree, for Harbaugh, you know what I'm saying? Don't get him confused with Miles Davis or anything like that. He's going to turn him loose to some degree. I think he's going to spin it, and I think J.J. McCarthy will light up Michigan State. Ohio State's going to have a fight on their hands with Penn State. They are. That noon road game, and you'll notice this as a theme with my picks. That noon road game is rough. And going to Penn State. Now, it should be C.J. Stroud, right? Because Penn State's a top 10 team. That's what I was told.
Yeah.
So, that it should be, but I think it'll be J.J.
No, I think it's C.J. Stroud. I think that, what's Penn State going to try to improve on after getting run all over is they'll be more prepared to the running game. And we mentioned Marvin Harrison Jr. as, the best receiver in the country and stuff like this. I think it continues. And I think C.J. Stroud knows and sees that he's a front runner for the Heisman. I like the kid. The kid, why he's different as a quarterback to me in Ohio State is the system he plays under. Ryan Day ain't Urban Meyer. He runs a pro-style offense. Mm-hmm. The other guys coming out of it, not so much. That's why I think you see the improvement, the adjustment once Justin Fields and stuff gets going. But I'm a big C.J. Stroud fan. So I'm going to say him because he's going to have to.
I could give you that answer if I could have morning coffee with Jim Harbaugh on Saturday because he can do whatever he wants to do. If he wants to pick Michigan State apart, he can do that. If he just wants to ground, and it wouldn't be grounding. They get chunks of yards on the ground too. It's like he can flip a coin and decide what he wants to do against this defense.
See, I'm opposite you, Neal. I don't think he's going to open it up as much and allow him. It should be JJ, but I don't know if the game plan will be.
How long has he been at Michigan? We've been waiting for him for 6 years to open it up.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Jonathan Anton says, I'd rather watch college football than the NFL. You and me together, brother. All right, second down.
Second question. Is Tennessee on upset alert versus Kentucky? Kentucky, I think they're ranked 19th or 15th in the country.
Getting 12.5.
Getting 12.5. Is Tennessee on upset alert?
I think that's aggressive. I think they're on survival alert though.
Okay.
Where you survive that game. How many times are you going to get up?
More of a trap game than Iowa.
Yeah,
say,
and
right?
you'll notice this theme too when I make my picks later. How many times can you get up? How many big games can you play? Mm-hmm. I know Michigan fans aren't used to that because there are no big games that they play. But for the rest of the people that play big games, it's a process to get up for these games every single time. I think being at home will carry them through.
Yeah.
But Kentucky will give them everything that they want, man. And Will Levis, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Will Levis out there. Tennessee's passing defense is awful.
Yeah, it's not great.
Awful. Levis has got to do something to he's costing himself money. Real talk.
For sure.
If it were me, I'd be out there spinning.
I wouldn't call it upset alert. I'd call it looking ahead alert. Because they got Alabama.
Georgia. Yeah, Georgia.
So you got to get caught looking ahead and get off to a slow start. Kentucky, they got a game right here that I think they should take care of. But are they going to get caught looking ahead? And you never know until the game's played.
Of course they're on upset alert. Kentucky's actually pretty good.
They are.
They're not awful. I mean, when we think of Kentucky in the past, we're like, okay, that's your homecoming opponent. But Kentucky's pretty good. They got some fellows from Detroit on the roster and everything. So I will say yes, they're on upset alert, but will not get upset.
That you and I are in lockstep with it.
Yeah, that's fair. Next question on the college football nickel package.
Third down.
More total points scored. TCU versus West Virginia or USC versus Arizona. Both of the over-unders are at 65.5, I believe.
I will clue you in a little more to it in the pick segment, as a matter of fact. But that will be USC, Arizona. Dirty little secret about TCU. Their run defense isn't the best. And that's West Virginia's only path to win the football game.
Okay.
So I think through that, because if TCU if their offense is out on the field a lot, West Virginia's going to get cooked in that game. And plus, USC will run it up on Arizona.
Yeah, I mean, so if you like scoring, tune into either one of these games. There's not too much defense played. I'm going to go USC. I mean, Lincoln Riley opening it up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Have I been asleep? Don't they play touch football, TCU and West Virginia? Or do they actually tackle people in their games? They don't play Big 12? Defense. They don't play defense there.
Malcolm Rodriguez was a Big 12 Player of the Year last year.
Oklahoma State's the exception.
Yeah. 100 tackle year guy in the NFL, man.
Good. No, it's going to be TCU, West Virginia for points scored.
Yep, total points.
Total points. That's it, because they don't tackle. They don't know how to play defense there. And Malcolm Rodriguez is not in the league anymore. He's with our Detroit Lions.
That's right.
That's a good point. Next question on the nickel package. We alluded to this earlier. Who will have the better NFL career? The Heisman contender,
the Heisman
Blake
favorite,
Corum, or Alabama running back Jahmyr Gibbs?
Come on.
Do it.
You know, let's look at the NFL, shall we?
Yeah.
Where are all the Michigan running backs? Right?
There's a lot of Alabama running backs.
Yeah, so do you not go by what's proven in the past?
Yes, I do.
Alabama's a running back factory, is it not?
Very much
so
is.
If you're a betting man odds-on favorite, you would go
like Cora. And look, there is a difference. You can be a good college player.
Yes.
And not have what it takes to be a good NFL player, i.e. size.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? There's no shame in it. I'm not trashing Blake Corum, everybody.
Yeah, I know. We know why you didn't pick Blake Corum, because you hate Michigan.
Because I'm a hater, yeah. Neil the Clown, I think someone said in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread.
But you look at, Josh Jacobs, Najee Harris, Derrick Henry, Damian Harris, they pump them out in Bama.
Yep. All right, we got to zip through this one.
All right, final question of the nickel package. You have the first pick of the NFL draft. You need a quarterback. Who are you taking, C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young?
I legit don't know. I legit don't know. And my gut says that I want to take Bryce Young. Just going back through the annals of time with Alabama quarterbacks and Ohio State quarterbacks. And in a vacuum, that should have no bearing on which way I want to go. That sounds stupid. And it is stupid. I guess by a hair, right now, today, this moment, I would take Bryce Young.
Well, here, you're already sold on getting Lamar, so you're not worried about a quarterback. I'm sold on C.J. Stroud.
Okay.
Sold.
You're
you can't make up a decision. Give me Stroud. You can figure out whatever. But you can't figure it out because you're on Jackson. I like Stroud as the NFL quarterback.
I'm not sold on him. So he's a solid quarterback and, got a lot of weapons. I'm taking Bryce Young.
Okay.
That first pick.
Mike G says C.J. Stroud is headed to Toronto in the CFL. What if he wants a free Woodward Sports T-shirt though? Where should he head?
Well, if you're going to Toronto, you can go to Big Frog Ribbon, and know if I get his T-shirt, take it there with him, and you also can go to Big Frog and know if I get a free Woodward Sports T-shirt. That's right, a free Woodward Sports T-shirt all month long at Big Frog and Novi. So stop in, tell them we sent you. They'll print you one up, bing, bang, boom. On the spot, Big Frog Novi today. Get your free T-shirt and visit them online at bigfrog.com/Novi.
Woodward Sports is giving you another chance to sit front row, this time at the Detroit versus Green Bay game. Think you have the best Dan Campbell impression?
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Can you say man with the best of them?
I got it. Here's what I need, man. I need you to trust me. I swear to God, I'm not a lunatic. I swear to you.
Can you say, let's go for it on 4th down?
Man, I got a plan, I swear to you. All I think about is you guys. That's all I think about, man.
Are you a master motivator?
That's all I think about is you guys.
Show us in a video. Record your best Dan Campbell impression and post the video on Twitter or Instagram. Using hashtag Woodward Front Row, we'll select the best 3 impersonations of Motor City Dan Campbell and send you and a guest front row. So knock the dust off the old sweatpants, light some kneecaps, and enter today. And as always, go Lions, man!
I just need you to trust me. That's all. Please.
I don't care if I got one toe, two butt cheeks, and a rock.
For a limited time only, all new burgers and loaded fries at Big Boy. It's not a Slim Jim, it's the Big Jim. The chili cheese is such a tease. Guess what else is new? The bacon blue. How about upgrading those fries? Chili cheese fries, baked potato fries, nacho fries. What will it be? Satisfy those taste buds at Big Boy.
My name is Lee. I've lost 35 pounds on the Custom Health Center program. So the 3 biggest benefits that I've gotten from this program has been I'm not snoring anymore, I have a lot of energy, it's great, and oh, by the way, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Call us at 844-789-THIN or visit CustomHealthCenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day.
Happy Friday at Alta. Uptime Matters. Alta Equipment has everything you need to get the job done. It is the fall. You'll be outdoors. You might have a bog project coming up. Well, Alta Rent, they got you covered. Give them a call today, 844-GO-TO-ALTA. That's 844-GO-TO-ALTA.
Pulling up on the second hour of the show on a Friday. Michigan State tomorrow. Neal Ruhl, D-Mac, Darren McCarty, Terry Foster, JB Smoot with an F on the end. We got
how's that an F? It should be a V.
Oh man, he's too cool for a V.
A V is cooler than an F, dude. Smooth.
No, smooth.
Smooth. You got to spit to say it. Don't spit the man's name out. Hey, but I am proud of us. We solved the Lions quarterback issues for the next 10 years.
We did.
So we're all set.
We are. It's all found money from here on out, right? Like we've already.
And I'm happy you spent money today.
I did, Terry. I'll pay for quality.
Okay, all right.
I'll pay for quality.
You spent in the NFL and the NHL.
I did. See, there you have it, T. We can all grow and change as people.
Okay.
Together, as long as we do it together.
I'm proud of you.
Michigan State weekend, and it was funny because Aidan Hutchinson got asked about that. And D-Mac, his response to me, and you and I talked about this pre-show, it was something where I liked it a lot, you liked it a lot. He understands the time and space.
Well, it spoke to me a little bit more about, if you want to understand about growing up around this area and having a finger on the pulse to being a sports fan or being a kid growing up and no matter what sports team and realizing the gravity of the situation. So to me, it's maturity, it's leadership and what he said, but take it for a fact that, not too many times do we get guys to be able to play for our top team, be our top pick, be sort of, the future, the face of the organization. But this, to me, it understands the gravity of what he's dealing with and his place, bigger than making sacks on the field. This has more of the cultural appeal to it, and he's on the way. But this really tells me, there's a lot of maturity in this kid and leadership, community-wise.
Let's hear it from Aidan Hutchinson.
I don't think I can speak too much of it now that I'm a Lion. I feel like I unite Michigan and Michigan State fans, so I'm not going to speak too much on it, but I'll be tuned in, that's for sure.
So Aidan Hutchinson kind of punts on it a little bit, but you know what, Terry? I
Good.
like it. Yeah.
He's a lot more mature than these 40 and 50 and 60-year-old fans out there. Here's what Aidan Hutchinson understands. He's with the Lions and the NFL. His words carry more weight than they did before. He knows the only way that Michigan State can beat Michigan is if they rile up the Spartans with all this little brother talk and disrespecting them. So Aidan Hutchinson is saying, I'm keeping a lid on it.
Well, you know what else? Here's where I am with it. It doesn't matter. The Michigan stuff doesn't matter. Who is revered in the Lions front office right now? Who is revered?
The guy from Ohio State.
The guy from Ohio State, Lions fans, it doesn't matter. Once you get to the pros, it's fun in the locker room. It's fun to bet on it with your teammates that went to Michigan State or whatever. But that's it. Because it doesn't matter. It has no impact on what you're doing for the Detroit Lions in the National Football League.
No, but
Zero.
he's worried about his alma mater. He doesn't want Michigan to lose this game. And he knows the only way that Michigan can lose is if former Michigan players start
I think it just
clowning.
doesn't matter. Like, it matters to him, but not enough to talk about it publicly. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think it matters a lot to him. And once again, I'll repeat
it matters personally to him, but he knows in the business time and space he's in right now, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's cheering for his boys.
It's
he's
a
telling
hobby.
them behind the seat, let's go, let's get it. He wants to do it, but at the bigger picture of it, right? He's a Detroit Lion. It's everything you guys tell me that you want. Why can't guys move on from that? And he's also playing here, right? Which is different. We hear, Taylor Lewan's the one that spouts off the most, but he's not here. Guys away, they always trash in how Michigan or Michigan State are dog to the rivalries. Everybody's got an opinion from afar. He lives here. He lives in it. That's just leadership to know him. No, he's going to have his Michigan stuff on, sitting at home or whatever like that, cheering the team. You might even see a picture of him if they win. But he's not the front. He's not in front of it. The spotlight's not on him. He's just another Michigan fan. It's the same thing. Dylan Larkin graduated from Michigan. Andrew Cobb graduated from Michigan. They'll be cheering the heck out of their Michigan brethren no matter what they play. So I think that my thing is when anybody says, hey, it's my job to unite Michigan from Michigan and Michigan State fans, I'm sure people out there cringed. They don't want to hear it. There's that galvanizing force out there that always wants it to be big brother, little brother, instead of bringing it together. And that's, he recognizes that, and it's nice to see because it's nice to hear. That's business.
Plus, what happened to Aidan Hutchinson the last 2 years he played Michigan State? He lost.
That's the other part of it, too.
He saw Kenneth Walker running right by him. So
apparently they don't remember his name.
He understands what this rivalry is all about because he's lived it, lost it, and doesn't want to see his boys lose it.
That's what pissed me off. I forget who it was. Some Michigan player was talking about the game last year, and he's like, number 9 for Michigan State. What's his name? Number 9 for me. You saw his name enough when he was running down the field, running the end zone. You're looking at that nameplate a lot. I'm sure you remember it, clown.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Mike G. Neal, you should be like Aidan, uniting us, not toning Michigan all the time like you do 24/7.
No, he shouldn't. Your job is not to unite us. Your job is to agitate sometimes, stimulate,
make you think,
make us think.
Troy Fiegel, WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Neal doesn't down Michigan; he just gives facts, in my opinion.
With a nasty tone.
No, but
what kind of tone would you like this fact, sir?
No, but it is. It's I like it. Aidan Hutchinson, because as you go on, if he wins a playoff game, dude, Michigan State fans will be jumping up and down inside Ford Field too. No one will care. No one will care where he went. That's just the way it works.
Yeah, isn't it wild, right? It gets you realize that coming into this game, this is a Saturday game where you got your green and white, and you got your maize and blue, and it's just boom, boom, boom. Less than 24 hours later, everybody will be wearing their Honolulu blue and white, right? Cheering for the Lions. That's the whole thing to get up on it. So he realizes that it's the next step. I hear you guys talk about it all the time, right? About you're not there anymore, you don't play there anymore. Well, he's letting you know that he realizes it.
Yeah.
And to Terry's point, there is some crow to be eaten if you're a true pro, that he ain't gonna have no bragging rights because he didn't beat them. So how's he gonna die, right? There is something as a man, right? You can't talk to. It's true men, right? When they know that they don't have a place to talk because maybe they've been beat, and I don't care. Maybe it's on the golf course, right, where you're playing with a guy that you know is a little bit better than you. You realize that. You give him that respect, and there's some of that to it.
Michigan fans are very much on brand. Trey Matt says Hutchinson's 2-2 against Michigan State. Yes, we know. 0 for the last.
How much did he play in those first two? Give me that snap count.
Are we loose now? Are we ready?
Yeah.
We're ready.
Are we ready, T-Foss? Are we ready to dive in?
Let's go.
All Are we ready to dive in, D-Mac?
Oh, I can't wait.
Are we ready to dive in?
Well, Terry already said, what did you call these questions? Neal's questions about what if this
sophomore and ridiculous.
I have some what ifs for the Michigan State game. Very simple how this is going to play out.
Is this the irritate part, Terry?
I just give you a scenario.
Just wait. Wait.
I just give you a scenario, and we go around the room and we bounce back and forth in the chat thread. We have a segment lined up for this. I got a feeling it might go 2. I'm just me thinks.
That's fair.
We just might go 2. But we will see. I have some questions for both sides of the aisle. I'm not a part of this. I will be watching like everybody else. I don't have a vested interest in the outcome.
Where are you going to watch?
I'll be at home Saturday night, as a matter of fact.
Where are you going to watch, D-Mac?
I'll be out at, I won't make it into the stadium, but I'll be out at tailgate in Ann Arbor with Timmy Boy, and I'll be out there with Graham and Max inviting me out there to tailgate.
See, I'm wondering if I should beat up my wife. You know what she did? She scheduled a couple's dinner for tomorrow night.
Whoa!
We're going out with 3 other couples for dinner.
Oh, that is terrible.
Blasphemy team.
I'm like, girl, you know what game is tonight? And she said, well, yeah, but the place has TVs. I'm like, okay.
Just as your friend, your drinking buddy, I would advise against that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Should I chastise my wife?
You can question it, certainly.
Okay.
You can voice your disagreement with it. Absolutely.
Send someone in your place.
No.
You can send someone in your place. If you want
that's
to go
going to go
that
over
way.
real well.
No. You just have to be, you're there for her, and you're going to do it, but you're not happy about this because it's the one game of the year. And just don't
I
say
know.
it.
She claims this place has TVs, and she claims she's going to get a table for me right by a TV, and I won't miss anything.
Well, Mike G says, couple's dinner, tell Chesty Malone to order a pizza and stay home. So maybe you should do that.
If Chesty was there, I wouldn't mind. I would have arranged it.
All right, enough of this. Let's talk about something serious here. Sports Marketing Agency, they want to help spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. They have a new podcast out called This is the S Word. They're trying to remove the stigma from reaching out and asking for help with mental health issues. Go to thesportsma.com if you're struggling, or if you know someone that's struggling. Thesportsma.com, the Sports Marketing Agency, they're here to help.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
The biggest rivalry in the state is almost here. That means one thing, the biggest tailgate party in the state. Join Woodward Sports for our tailgate takeover before the U of M versus State game on October 29th. Will Harbaugh and the boys pull out the win? Or is Tuck still coming? We will find out at the Big House. Michigan legend Braylon Edwards will be handing out food, prizes, and much more. So no matter what team you root for, come party with the network that does it best. The Woodward Sports Network. The tailgate takeover, powered by Custom Health Centers, Syntron, and Planet Fitness.
Woodward Sports, you see the name!
Woodward Sports is giving you another chance to sit front row, this time at the Detroit versus Green Bay game. Think you have the best Dan Campbell impression?
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Can you say man with the best of them?
I got it. Here's what I need, man. I need you to trust me. I swear to God, I'm not a lunatic. I swear to you.
Can you say, let's go for it on 4th down?
Man, I got a plan, I swear to you. All I think about is you guys. That's all I think about, man.
Are you a master motivator?
That's all I think about is you guys.
Show us in a video. Record your best Dan Campbell impression and post the video on Twitter or Instagram using hashtag Woodward Front Row. We'll select the best 3 impersonations of Motor City Dan Campbell and send you and a guest front row. So knock the dust off the old sweatpants, light some kneecaps, and enter today. And as always, go Lions, man.
I just need you to trust me. That's all. Please.
I don't care if I got 1 toe, 2 butt cheeks, and a rock.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991? Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
What's going on, everybody? It's Spencer for the Foaling Warehouse in Hamtramck. You know what, you've heard of it. It's the home of the original football bowling pin game called Foaling. Multiple different ways you can play. They've got $12 open unlimited play as well as private lane reservation for $120 if you get thirsty. They have a $2 mystery beer vending machine and multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from. So make sure you come check them out in Hamtramck or visit them online at foalingwarehouse.com.
Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, Terry Foster here in the house. Spencer Raxter, JB Smoove as well. And of course, that is with an F, woodwardsports.com chat thread. Ryan Day says Neal's mic is going to be more productive than Michigan State's defense tomorrow.
Let me just address this right now, guys, and thanks for sticking with us through all this. We obviously have had audio difficulties. We're just going to make sure it all works for when the bottom line's here later on at 2 o'clock. So as long as the bottom line is we are the guineas of the, don't worry. So thank you along with us. Right? The frustration, I see it. My phone's gone off 15 times. We are trying to address it. It will be 100% fixed for the bottom line. You can guarantee that.
Everybody tap back in it, too.
Thank you. We're going to try to do the best we can like you guys are. We appreciate your love and support, but that's what hey, Big D Energy, grind line of the network. This is what happens.
And you know what's not going to happen? The bottom line is not going to thank us.
No.
This so that their show's going to be straight.
End of the year, we collect rings. That's all that's important.
All right.
Championships, buddy. Championships at the end of the day.
They should thank us, though.
I know my role, but I ain't shutting my mouth. So anyways, we got some fun. The what ifs. What if people can hear us? Let's pretend they can. What are we going to play here, Neal?
Oh, yeah. Michigan State, we're in it. And it's upon us. And I had a little game I wanted to play with everybody.
I like games.
And it's fun, T. It's not...
The bottom line is Rake's a dick. The bottom line has top quality chairs, too.
They do.
Good. That was good.
Absolutely.
Anyway, sorry.
I did not run this by the bottom line, though, to see if they approved of it. So I'll do it, and I'll ask for permission later. Okay. I'll ask for forgiveness instead of permission. I want to play a game of what if with the Michigan State game. And I think that... Yes, what if Michigan covers the spread? No. We're going deeper than that here. I have some what ifs. The first one here is directed towards Michigan fans. And just play along. Just drop a line in the woodwardsports.com chat there. These are rapid fire. What if Michigan State wins? Terry, what if as a 23-point underdog, what if Michigan State wins?
Then Harbaugh's back on the hot seat.
You honestly believe that?
Yes. Michigan can't lose. Okay, I'll tell you what. This is a must-win game for the University of Michigan.
Really?
Yeah, if Jim Harbaugh goes 0-3, Ward Manuel may not be, marching up to the football offices to talk about firing this guy, but that fan base is going to be pissed off.
Listen,
the
only person that would be happy is Dan Campbell. Because this would be to Terry's point, this is the most important game of Harbaugh up until his tenure. He's got to go in there and they got to show dominance because of what they've done with their schedule, where the rest of NCAA football is at, what's right there with the game against Ohio State, right? So they have to. If this goes south right here because they lose and being a 23-point underdog, people like heads will blow up. Like this is the year, right? This is the year that there might be the purge.
Now wait a minute. Now Michigan fans will say the only reason we lost is because the sky turned pink or something, and there was a slippery spot.
Michigan State wore chrome helmets, and the pink sky was bouncing off of it.
Blinded. The referees did something.
That's what they tell you.
When they're done making the excuses, they're gonna say, "Jim Harbaugh, you need to get out of here."
Well, on cue, T-Foss, CJ Schneider, WoodwardSports.com chat thread, I'll cry. MPWMU says that would be devastating. Tremat says fire everyone. So, I guess you're not that far off, T.
I know what's happening.
Spence, what if Michigan State win? Take me through 10:45 p.m. The clock goes final. Michigan State won 23-22 or whatever.
And tell us how many couches are going to get burned.
Take me through that timeline.
Okay, so I'm going to be completely in the can either way, win or loss. It's going to be JB Smooth got me a fifth of Oritos for my birthday, so I think I'm going to bust that out. I'm going to grab a 12-pack of Corona or Modelo and about 4 limes. I'm going to have a good day. But I don't know what it'll make me feel better. Yeah, I'll talk some crap to Michigan fans, but it ultimately means nothing.
And that was a follow-up what if that somebody in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread says, what if you lose all the rest of your games, but you do win this one? What if? And that was going to kind of be my second question.
If which I don't think it's going to happen, by the way, but if by some miracle,
and everyone's saying that. That's not the nature of the game.
If by some miracle MSU beats Michigan, it will mean nothing to me for this season. The season's a wash. It doesn't matter anyways.
It'd be the only thing that mattered this season, wouldn't it?
I'd be happy. I'd talk crap, but ultimately it means nothing.
Yeah, because in 8 days,
that's not a good season for Michigan State.
Yeah, in 8 days, you're back to square one.
Yes.
You beat Michigan.
It's a highlight of your season. That's what it goes on the highlight. You don't get to go to a
It
bowl.
would be, but it doesn't mean the season is highlighted.
No, it's the high. If you beat Michigan, it'll be, no matter what you do the rest of the year, good or bad, the highlight of your season.
Here's what Michigan fans want you to say. If we beat Michigan, the season is saved. We're going to be great. Everything, even if you lose the rest of the games. That's not the case.
And that's where I am with it too, because there would be a segment of the fan base, and Spence, you know your fan base. There would be a segment of the fan base that says I don't care, and I would have a huge problem with that, man. A huge, because if you are what you claim to be, if you're about what you claim to be about, if you're a Michigan State fan, this season's unacceptable no matter what happens. It's already unacceptable.
Exactly. If like I said, I'm not going to be mad if they win. Like, oh darn! Like, obviously, I'll be excited. I'll be happy for the night. I'll talk crap to some Michigan fans, but it ultimately means nothing because the season is still a wash because they underperformed.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Motown Cool says hot seat LMAO. That man's been saying that for 5 years. If Michigan State beat Michigan, you said Harbaugh would be on the hot seat.
From fans, not from Ward Manuel.
Ward Manuel will never put him on the hot seat.
As Mike G says, hot seat. Ward picks up Jim's dry cleaning every day.
Yeah.
That's coming from a Michigan fan too. That's actually pretty funny. What if Blake Corum runs for 233 yards and 3 touchdowns? What if?
He'll be second in the Heisman race, depending on what Hendon Hooker does against Kentucky.
He's going to New York.
Above C.J. Stroud?
Yeah.
Terry?
He's going to New York, and he's going to get himself a new suit for free. I'll tell you that.
What if, D-Mac? What if Corum runs for 233 and 3 touchdowns and they bury Michigan
Well, that
State?
23-point spread is covered, I would think, that if he does that. But it shows the dominance. And that's what you sort of don't you maybe not expect. That's a little much with this rivalry game and stuff like this. But he should have over 150. Should he not? Like, he's going to put himself. This is a great test. When it comes down to this game, it's almost everything's thrown out. And I disagree with you guys as far as that. Yeah, on the whole, as far as your season. But no, Mel Tucker can always go to this game. And the silver lining to it, right? To the fact that when it comes, and we know this, we've seen this, when these two teams play, you throw the records out. It is that sort of history and tradition, and for the most part,
right. But
Tucker's
answer
been able
this
to
question:
get his guys.
If Michigan State beats Michigan and loses the rest of its games, is the season a success?
No. The season was never a success, but it doesn't matter what they do the rest of the year. It's not a success. But I'm saying it's still a bright spot, and you can't tell me that not beating your in-state rival, you're going to turn it some way to be a positive. But to your point, no matter what they do the rest of the year, it's not a success because they're not bowl eligible.
That's
and they
won
11 games last year. So what do you want? But it's part of the ebb and flow to what Mel Tucker's building there.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. KP says it only matters how Blake Corum plays against Ohio State. So, it is. We're going to pick this game up in just a couple of minutes. I have another couple of questions for everybody. Our guy Ryan Palter will give us the picks. We'll get you caught up with what's going on in the Feldman Chevrolet Pigskin Pick'em Cup. He took a Thursday night game, by the way.
Did he get it?
Oh, no.
Oh, nice.
No.
So he didn't believe in old Tom. He loved old Tom.
He took a college game. He took a dirty Thursday night college game.
I like it, though. Behind the 8 ball early.
But if you want your haircut to be clean.
Yeah, that's a different story because there's 168 Lady Janes across this great country. Come to Lady Janes for an award-winning haircut experience and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win a down payment for your dream home. How does $200,000? Yes, $200,000 sound. Get into a Lady Jane's. Register today. Lady Jane's open 7 days a week. Walking anytime. It's wicked awesome. Tell them, Big D, Energy. If you can hear this, we sent you.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zuniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
What's going on, everybody? It's Spencer from Michael Phillips. You looking to buy or sell a home? Whether you're a player or a fan, helping you buy, sell, or invest is Michael Phillips' top priority. Being in the game for 23 years makes Mike the #1 option for anyone. If you have real estate needs, call Mike Phillips at 313-403-0011. That's 313-403-0011. Mike Phillips, game on.
Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. We'll pick up our What If game in just a couple of seconds. Real quick, Woodward Sports chat thread. Go Blue says, I guess it makes sense that the only way we can talk about this game is what if MSU wins, because we all know Michigan is going to win by 50. I asked Blake Corum questions. I have more Michigan questions. We're going to get to those.
If it's not all about them, they get butthurt.
Let us get through the whole show before
Well, hey, let's bring in a guy that's probably butthurt a little bit after what happened on Thursday night college football. It's our guy, Ryan Palter, sales director at Feldman Chevrolet. It is time to discuss the Feldman Chevrolet Pigskin Pick'em Cup as we welcome in Ryan. And Ryan, as always, man, appreciate you sliding through. What happened? Yeah, and you've been great, man. You've been very, very good. You're a worthy adversary. What happened last night?
Well, I attribute it to being having that moment in Vegas when you're completely drunk at like 12 o'clock at night and you walk by the sports book and you see a spread. You're like, I'm going with the Raging Cajuns, man. Let's go. No, listen, two backup quarterbacks, two solid defenses. One backup quarterback threw for over 500 yards and 7 touchdowns in his last 2 games. I went with that, and he sucked.
And it happens, man. We're all going to wear one from time to time. Updated records. You, after last night, you're 10-6. Technically a half a game behind Terry Foster now, Ryan. But as you navigate the land here, we'll save what's going on in Ann Arbor for the last one. Give us your other 2 picks for the week, my friend.
Other 1 pick, because I already lost one. No, so listen. When you're leading and you want to, kill a snake, you got to cut its head off. So I went with the other pick that you can cut its head off with, and it just so happens that the snake lived. But with that being said, the other pick I had was Northwestern at Iowa. Now this isn't so much a bet for Northwestern; it's a bet against Iowa's offense.
My man,
I don't think can put up 11 points on Northwestern. Period.
He listens.
So that, to me, that is just, it's a no-brainer. It's a complete no-brainer. So Northwestern plus 11, I think it's a lock. And let's go to the next one. Michigan, plain and simple. And I usually don't bet on teams that I want to root for, but I'm going to do it. So Spence, this is for you, buddy.
Talking with Ryan Palter here out of Feldman Chevrolet, the sales manager, our Feldman Chevrolet Pigskin Pick'em Cup. All right, Ryan, I'm going to bring you in the game here we were just playing, okay? I got 2 quick questions for you about the game. 2 what-if questions. You're a big Michigan fan.
Okay.
What if Michigan State wins?
Typical Jim Harbaugh. You're undefeated. You are playing. It can be a crapshoot, and this game can be a crapshoot any which way, and it's because the Spartans and Michigan State have always set their eyes on Michigan, and Michigan always sets their eyes on Ohio State, and they tend to overlook Michigan State.
Can I ask you a question? If you have a rival in state, why don't you look at Michigan State sometimes? Especially a rival that beat you.
So, for me, and I'm sure it's in state, right? So you tend to have family members, other places like that, as a Michigan fan or a Michigan grad or a Michigan alum that went to Michigan State. So you can't hate them as much as that just horrible school that is beneath us. But, if Ohio State plays Michigan State, you're rooting for Michigan State, right? You're just not rooting for anybody. You hope they both lose and go home. You're rooting for Michigan State because you hate Ohio State that much. You don't root for Ohio State to beat Michigan State because you hate Michigan State that much. I think that's how you kind of look at it.
And then, Ryan, the last one here before we do let you go. The other what if on the other side. What if Blake Corum runs for 233 yards and 3 touchdowns? He become the Heisman favorite?
Here it is.
There we have it.
Here it is. I think the biggest factor is how J.J. McCarthy is going to handle playing in a game like this at night at the big house. I think it's good. I think I just saw weather. It's going to be colder. What's the weather looking like?
Yeah, typical, like upper 40s at night.
It's not going to rain or snow.
It's not. It won't rain on half the field, though. I know that.
I remember the last game was a torrential downpour.
Nicely done.
And that was pretty bad. But, listen, this game is going to be either A, a complete blowout by Michigan, where they cover ×2, ×3, or Michigan State has, since they lost to Washington, decided to put the big block M up in their locker room and say, this is all we care about. This is who we're looking to play. This is our national championship, and just comes in. I don't think they can do it. Come on. Let's be real here.
All right. Well, Ryan, as always, man, we appreciate your time. It's the end of the month, right? You know what that means at Feldman Chevrolet.
It's the end of the month. It's spooky good deals this weekend.
Oh.
Spooky good deals this weekend. We got some Halloween trick or treats. We got some 23 Equinox in. They're leasing out pretty good. Got some Blazers. We got a door completely open and people walking in like crazy. But we definitely can help you out. Listen, call us, ask for me. Say Woodward Sports Engine. We'll hook you up a little bit extra and make sure you get taken care of.
All right, Ryan, appreciate you coming
through,
man.
man.
To win the next 2 games.
Hey, set aside an orange car for Neal.
Car deal special. An orange car for Neal?
An orange Halloween car for Neal.
Corvette, please. Yeah. I don't know.
Because it's Halloween and he's a clown.
It reminds him of candy corn. Oh, you know why.
Yeah. Ryan, appreciate you coming through, my friend.
Thanks,
We'll talk to you again soon.
Hey, thanks. Hey, I'm enjoying coming on Monday and still being in first place.
No, all right. He laid down the gauntlet. There he is, Ryan Palter, sales director at Feldman Chevrolet out there in Novi. We'll be back out there, not this Monday coming up, but the following Monday. Real quick here, we'll run through the staff's picks. I'll get you right as well. We will start with DMAC.
You know what I love? And I love because, right, the two top dogs are going at it with their picks. Anyways, you'll see when Terry gets it. Neal and I are in second place, so I went
an all NFL card.
I went all NFL card. Yeah, I went Sanford. I got the Lions plus 3.5 at home. Whatever. I'm going down with the ship, but I think it could be different. Obviously, we're going to score some touchdowns in offense. Washington Commanders in Indianapolis. That
is a sharp pick.
I just like where the Commanders are at, and it's not the respect of it, but it's the what's going on in Indianapolis. Matt Ryan's been benched. They're going with the backup.
You're going chaos on chaos and getting a field goal.
Chaos on chaos.
And the Niners line is a typo. It's -1.5.
I was going to say that because that had to have moved. The San Francisco 49ers are -1.5
at the Rams.
At the Rams. But
they're going to win.
Where you would say, listen,
it's a line in the sand game for the Rams.
Home dog. No, San Fran will travel. There'll be 80%. Not only is 80% of the money on San Fran, 80% of the building will be San Francisco. I think that they bounce back. Christian McCaffrey has a big day.
That's going to be a home game for the Niners.
It's a line in the sand game for both sides.
I like
T-Foss, you got a mixed card here. Couple of college big underdogs that you went with. Florida Gators plus 22 against Georgia. I feel like that's a little much too. I'm kind of with you on that one.
Yeah, I think the big spreads are too much. I think Michigan State 22 is too much. 22 is too much for Florida too, and plus, they're not playing at Georgia or something like that.
Yeah, it's in Jacksonville.
Plus Georgia's already they're due for a down game where they just play like
And then T-Foss, obviously, too, you went with the Minnesota Vikings with what they're going to be doing this weekend. And let me see, I'm trying to remember who they're playing because I don't have it in front of me. The Vikings are playing the Cardinals. That's right. They're hosting D-Mac's Cardinals at home. A field goal and a hook, Terry. So you like Minnesota, huh?
Yeah, I do. I just think that Horn's going to be playing. Minnesota is going to be tough to win at home. And the Cardinals, and it's almost that time when the Cardinals start to fade a little bit.
Hey, just so you know, Terry, best pick ever. Call of Duty just came out.
Yeah.
And we know.
Oh, that's right.
The
Call of
weekend
Duty
that
came
Kyler
out.
Murray, that Call of Duty comes
goes
out,
dark.
that he is garbage. So that might be the T-Foss money pick of the week. I like the fact that Ryan and Terry are on either side of Michigan State.
Somebody's going to lose. I told you there's going to be some movement this week. There's going to be some movement this week. Time for me to get you guys right. We'll lead off with the get right pick. And hey, you guys talked. You laughed at me last week. You said, "Oh, you picked these ratty games." Your get right tonight, 10:30. San Diego State at Fresno State. San Diego State getting 8.5. Just trust me on this one, guys. Just plug your nose and take San Diego State.
I'm throwing a hun bun on it.
Is that tonight?
That's Saturday night. CBS Sports Work. All the framework is there. Mountain West. I'm all over it. It makes no sense. San Diego State can't score. There's no reason why you should take them in this game.
Is Brady Hoke still down there?
But here's old Neal Ruhl.
You're gonna make it. You're gonna be up. You're gonna make it through
Probably
to this
not.
game.
Yeah,
probably not.
Just wake up Sunday morning, check your account, and it'll be there.
There we
like
go.
old Uncle Neal's got you. 24-8, by the way. And just full disclosure, I'm gonna lose one time. Eventually, I'm going to lose.
No, you're not.
Not this time.
Not tomorrow.
Yeah,
Not tomorrow. Real quick, too, I got some dirty games. West Virginia with the 7.5 home against TCU. The world is on TCU in this game. TCU's rushing defense ain't all that. West Virginia has to keep their offense off the field, TCU's offense off the field. They're going to be able to run the football on them. The first score is going to be critical in this game. So watch for that. I just got that feeling. Noon game, the travel, all that kind of stuff.
Now, why is the first score going to be so critical? Because there's going to be 15 touchdowns in this game.
It's not, Terry. I know a lot of you guys think it's going to be like that. Just a little drizzle. If you want something for noon, I would definitely take the under in that game. West Virginia's going to control the clock because they will run the football on TCU. They will run the football on them. TCU, you can't continue to get up every single week. You can't. TCU's been playing big games all the time. I know we're not programmed around here. You're just programmed to be dismissive of TCU, even though they've won a Rose Bowl recently. What do you got, Spenmo?
Through the 100 on San Diego State.
He's not
plus the 8.5.
Yeah, he's not talking about it. He's being about it, folks. So the Army. Yeah, Army. Not only did they defend your freedom on Saturday, they added some money to your account as well.
For sure.
And then lastly, I have Kentucky against Tennessee. Much the same thing. How many big games? Tennessee's got Georgia next week, coming off the Bama win 2 weeks ago. You see this in college sports all the time. Every college game is in a vacuum, everybody. So everybody enjoy. I got a Saturday-only card, a lot of points. Be drinking a lot of Cintron, too, the official energy drink of the Red Wings. They've combined all three of their delicious flavors in a limited edition 6-pack sampler box. You know what? Why wait? Try Cintron's great-tasting cranberry classic and okay, sugar-free, all-in-one Red Wings themed package. Go to CintronWorld.com/Red Wings. Get energized with Cintron, and let's go Red Wings.
New to the game or a season better? OddsTrader.com has everything you need to make the right bet ahead of kickoff. Begin your handicapping journey with OddsTrader. Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the OddsTrader Bet Tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to OddsTrader, and best of luck.
Hi, I'm John from Better Rate Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better with Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
What's going on, buddy? Neal Ruhl for Custom Health Centers. Did you not accomplish those weight loss goals over the summer? Well, Custom Health Centers can help take the willpower out of weight loss, whether you need to lose 20 pounds, 120 pounds. Custom Health Centers will help you do it quickly and safely. Go to CustomHealthCenters.com or give them a call today at 844-789-THIN. That's 844-789-8446. Coming down the stretch here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, D-Mac, Darren McCarty, Terry Foster, Spenmo, and JB Smooth with an F as well. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Mike G, Neal, and the Candy Corn Limo. You want Feldman Chevy to get me a Candy Corn Limo, T-Foss?
No, I wouldn't do that to you. I just wanted you to get the goofy-looking orange car. Not candy corn. I'm not that mean.
I didn't know. I did want to pick back up with the what-if game. Talking Michigan State. D-Mac, what if Michigan hangs a 60 spot on them? And I mean just eviscerates them.
So that I would say that the ground game, it's more to that Blake Corum ran well, scored on the ground, but to put that up there, that means the ball had to be in the air. That means J.J. McCarthy was throwing it all over the yard. What would that mean to me? That would give me a little bit more confidence going into the horseshoe next week against OSU as far as seeing with my eyes, not what I wanted, but that they could execute the deep ball, maybe more of a passing game. Bottom line, it would encourage me. It'd be very, very encouraging to see stuff that I haven't seen, that I think that I want to see, that I think that I can see, and that could be a possibility.
Simple as that. If they hang 60 on them, Michigan is going to Ohio State, winning in the shoe, and they're going to kick somebody's ass in the semifinals in the playoffs. Simple as that. You said 60?
Yeah. They eviscerate them. Okay. So from the high, for Michigan fans, of Terry Foster's response, let's go over to the low end and get the response. If they hang a 60 burger on, and I mean eviscerate Michigan State.
Yeah.
Your thoughts? What if?
I mean, yeah, I think they should. I think they should. So that would prove that they are legit. That would prove that they are a threat for the college football title. And, yeah, they should go out there and play a good game at Ohio State. It's still different going to Columbus, playing in the Horseshoe, than it is playing a bad Michigan State team at home. But that would be a very good sign for Michigan fans to look forward to.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Our guy Ryan Palter chimed in and said he can do a candy corn limo. So don't be giving him don't be giving him any ideas, everybody. But I mean, for me and Rack, WoodwardSports.com chat thread. If they hang 60 this year, I'm going to have to find a way to have a wellness check performed for Woodward Sports on Saturday night.
I don't think so. I think all the Sparties here are resigned to the fact that it could happen.
Yeah.
The only one that's going to be mad is Neal.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. LF4 says Neal will throw shade on the win. No, because there's no. I've been consistent about this from minute one.
What then? Tell us. What would it mean to you?
Nothing means anything until they go to Columbus. None of this means anything.
So it wouldn't mean anything to you 60
no.
or if it's a one that. Okay.
No, it wouldn't. You got to show me. You haven't been tested. You won't be tested. You won't be tested this week. Michigan State. Spence said it's unacceptable.
So
They've been
Michigan
trash.
has a one-game schedule this year.
Yeah, I know. It's out. Hey, great job of scheduling.
You said it all.
I've said it all year, man.
You said it all year. They only got a one-game schedule.
Well,
through the
he
schedule.
said it was a three-game schedule before the year started.
Right, but things change. We also said that the Lions schedule is easy, right? Remember we talked about that as well.
Right.
Schedules change as we get data that changes and stuff like that.
So when did Penn State become a scrub?
Because they're always that. T-Foss, show me the big win.
So
show me the big
Penn
win.
Penn State was tough
until
they got their asses kicked by Michigan.
They always get their asses kicked by Michigan.
See,
always.
We're on. We don't think up here on Big D Energy, at least at the desk, that James Franklin is a fraud.
100%. Sean Clifford is mid.
Consistency has always been. We don't trust Franklin.
What is Sean Clifford? He's
old.
He's average.
He's old.
He's average. He's going to get a pension. He's going to get an NCAA football pension. He's been there so long. What's the big win they've ever had, Terry?
AARP.
They beat Ohio State before.
That's all everybody's big win. One time they beat Ohio State.
But isn't that huge?
Was Sean Clifford there?
Did you beat Ohio State and win the Big Ten?
I'm sure he was. He was there when Joe Paterno was there, when they won the national title. He was a redshirt freshman when they beat Miami.
He's like Connor Shaw. Connor Shaw played at South Carolina for like 8 years.
Yeah, so I won't throw shade on it. You took care of business. To be expected. There has been no test.
Sean Clifford was C.J. Snyder. Sean Clifford was friends with Jesus. Neal, be nice to him. Mike G. Sean Clifford and Maz were classmates.
Sean Clifford already has his AARP checks.
Yeah, he does, man. Like, it's just... Nick says, no Penn State slander. Wrong. There will always be Penn State slander as long as I have a microphone in front of my face and they continue to lose every big game they play. Every big game they play. That's what it is, man. So, no, you get no credit for that.
Okay. All right.
It's a one-game season. And again, both things can be true, Terry, as I like to say.
Or as you always say.
They cannot win a game. Like, what? Their closest point spread this year was what? Penn State, 7.5, 8 points, whatever it was?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So almost a double-digit favorite, right? That would be their biggest win, and they're going to go to the Rose Bowl as a floor. The worst that Michigan can be this year is at the Rose Bowl. Think about that. With no wins over anyone. And you know what? I applaud them for it. Good for you. It's not shade. It's not slander. I would do the exact same thing. If the system permitted it, I would do it.
Well, you got to play the conference schedule, and you have to respect the conference teams. But
Not in this Big Ten, you don't.
All right. I know it's a little bit of a struggle this year.
This is the worst Big Ten's been in a while.
Yeah, it is. It's bad. Steve Brown says, I love Penn State slander. I'm so sick of their obnoxious fans. Some people like it, D-Mac.
No, whatever. Whatever. Who really cares? The Big Ten sucks. There's 2 teams, Ohio State and Michigan. We all know that until they get better. So
Jack Harrington says James Franklin is the big game choke artist, Neal. Mike G says, Neal, you poo-poo the Pistons until they beat the Warriors. Got to win a playoff, right? Got to win a series in the playoffs. Then go from there.
Right. And you know what? Regular season games in the NBA don't mean that much. I mean, the Pistons, I remember it was last year, the year before, they beat the Warriors at LCA. And my thing was, so what? The Warriors were on the last day of the East Coast trip. They come into the LCA, lose. What did that mean? Nothing. Pistons still didn't make the playoffs, and the Warriors
won the championship.
So there it was.
Bam.
James Franklin needs a guardian, man. Penn State football needs a guardian.
You know what? Everybody but James Franklin. This is for you. Yeah, you know it. Guardian Alarm keeps you safe. It gives you peace of mind. It's for all of you and all of us here at Woodward and stuff. Whether you're home or on the road, maybe you're traveling to the Big House this week or to the Horseshoe to watch Michigan and Ohio State next week. Guardian Alarm has you covered with 24/7 local monitoring. Make sure what's important to you is safe. So if you want to be part of the Woodward Sports Network, Big D Energy family, you can too. Give Guardian Alarm a call. 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
If you want Guardian Alarm to protect your stuff like they protect our stuff, Guardian Alarm, your local security experts, give them a call today. 1-800.
Stay out of the big house.
And have a great weekend, Guardian Alarm, your local security experts. Tell them Big D Energy sent ya.
The biggest rivalry in the state is almost here. That means one thing, the biggest tailgate party in the state. Join Woodward Sports for our tailgate takeover before the U of M versus State game on October 29th. Will Harbaugh and the boys pull out the win? Or is Tuck still coming? We will find out at the Big House. Michigan legend Braylon Edwards will be handing out food, prizes, and much more. So no matter what team you root for, come party with the network that does it best. The Woodward Sports Network. The tailgate takeover, powered by Custom Health Centers, Syntron, and Planet Fitness.
Woodward Sports, you see the name!
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy, better sleep, blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
It's a great day to get some Syntron in your life. Okay. There it is. Syntron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Syntron World, baby. Syntron, available at select Krogers, and if you want to know how, go to @CyntronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
Now's the time, guys. Get into the greatest contest on Woodward Sports right now, the Dan Campbell impersonation contest. What can you win? Yeah, front row tickets, Lions, Packers, maybe watch Aidan Hutchinson put Aaron Rodgers on his backside. Ooh, so what do you got to do? All right, man, I'll tell you. Listen, got to record doing your best Dan Campbell impersonation. Put it on Instagram or Twitter with the hashtag Woodward Front Row. Make sure you're following Woodward Sports. We'll be selecting 3 different winners for sets of tickets on November 4th. So no matter what you do, whether you're a lunatic, you're not a lunatic, you bite kneecaps, you don't, get your entry in today, man. Don't regret it. Front row seats. Can't beat it here. Woodward Sports.
Final segment of the week, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, Darren, McCarty, T. Foss, JB Smoove, and Spencer Raxter. Michigan State tomorrow. Lions, Dolphins on Sunday as well. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Troy Fiegel says, Neal will never give Michigan credit, even if they beat Ohio State this year. He'll put some kind of shade on them. No, how could you? How could you?
That's the one game. Well, here's what you'll say. Not to be rude, you'll say, well, They could get up for one game. They only had a one-game schedule, so they beat Ohio State.
No, it's not that. You go in there and beat them.
Okay.
Then what? There's nothing for anybody to say. Like
Can I ask you some Michigan State questions?
Yes, please do.
All right, who has the best stadium, Michigan or Michigan State?
Define like sitting down in the stadium.
Just the best stadium, however you define it.
I think it's more fun going to a Michigan State game. Like the tailgate scene is better than it is at Michigan.
And that was my next question.
Yeah.
Better tailgate, Michigan or Michigan State?
Yeah. Yeah, Michigan State's tailgates. I've had more fun than in the past.
Well,
at
I'm going to say
State
Michigan's tailgates are better because they've kind of at Michigan State they've you can't go to certain places, you can't drink in some spots.
Michigan State has tried to make life hard on their fans.
They make
man.
I have to say Michigan.
I will give you that
because you go to Michigan, man, you get a prime rib sandwich there sometimes.
Yeah, but see, I'm not as much as you guys give me ish about the two furnace things. I'm not a prime rib sandwich at a tailgate guy.
You know what the
I'm
problem
drinking
is?
Crown Royal with Spence. That's what I'm doing.
Here's why you pick Michigan State. The Michigan people won't allow you into their tailgates.
Maybe not. I don't know. You know,
Michigan will?
Huh?
Neal gets invited into Michigan tailgates?
They won't let him in.
Hanging out.
At Michigan, the Michigan people won't allow him in his tailgates.
Oh, that could be it. Well, I was invited. See, I'll be out there tomorrow walking around.
Amongst the people?
Amongst the people. I've never been to a game at Sparty Stadium.
Really?
Never been there. So Michigan would be my answer because it's the only one.
I had
better uniforms.
I have a good Spartan Stadium memory that I could share.
What's that?
I forget what game it was, but it was my junior year. And, you know, my uncle tailgates right outside the International Center every year. So me and my roommate Billy, we went there before the game, and we were putting them down, you know, getting after it. And so we get into the game. We're both very intoxicated, and I'm sitting in the stadium, and I'm lighting up smokes in the stadium. Like, sitting in my seat, lighting up smokes, and people are like, you can't do that, put that out. And so I put it out, and then like 10 minutes later, go by, I grab another smoke and light it up.
Another lung guard, there you go.
And we were walking out, and my roommate lit up a smoke, and a cop stopped him and was like, this is a tobacco-free campus, like, put that out right now. And so he puts it out, and he puts it in his pocket, and the cop was like, no, throw it on the ground and stomp on it. And he was like, no, like, this is my last cigarette, I'm not going to do that. And the cop, like, started walking towards him, and my roommate, Billy's a smaller guy, so I picked him up and put him on my shoulder and just dipped across the bridge, ran behind the library, and just because I was like, you're not about to get arrested over a cigarette. So.
Yeah, I don't think the Michigan State police like the Michigan State students.
No, they don't.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Your mom's favorite skater. It kills me to hear you guys say you don't even go to the games. What's that going to accomplish? Like, for real?
It like everybody else.
Yeah.
Plus, football's better on TV anyways with replays. And
100%.
like that, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to the game. I'm going to the tailgate.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to get something
food.
from a press conference?
I like to eat.
If anything good happens in a press conference, guess where it is within 6 seconds?
Twitter.
And guess what? When you go to games, guess what else you don't get? Replays.
Yeah.
The game day experience to me is just
the football game day. Like hockey's a live event, right? You got to watch the game live, be into it with stuff like this. Football to me is like more of a TV event. You could go hang around, get the just. If you want to go in, that's great. But if you want to do your job, because we got to watch, there's not just one game on, there's a whole bunch of games that you have to pay attention to.
Yeah, and how else can I watch CBS Sports Network right after Michigan State's over?
How can I get you right if I can't get you right?
Help me.
How's Neal going to know about San Diego State if he's not watching?
That's right. You see what I'm saying, T-Foss? Plus, I watch, I do this weird thing, too, with college football where I, watch all the games. You know what I'm saying? It's really wild. I know there's a lot of Heisman voters that don't. But I do.
Heisman voters, for the most part, don't watch a lot of games.
No.
Because they're at games, and then by the time they're done writing or broadcasting or stuff, a lot of the games are done.
Yeah. He says, I'm just saying as a big-time fan, I would go to the Michigan game at the drop of a hat if I had a chance to, but I'm in Idaho. So I appreciate you tapping in from Idaho, by the way.
I'm not paying for those tickets. Are you kidding me? Cheapest ticket was like $400.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even in a media capacity, I'm not going because I'm watching the people get right. D-Mac, what do you got popping this weekend real quick?
Show in Richmond, Michigan tonight. We'll be down there at Comedy Wow. I'll be out at the Big House with Braylon and the rest of the crew. We're doing a little Woodward Sports pregame. And, just trying to stay warm.
T-Foss?
I have dinner with 3 other couples Saturday night. How about that?
All right, well, tell Chesty Malone we all said hi.
Chesty will not be there.
So for D-Mac, for T-Foss, for JB Smoove, and Spencer Raxter, my name's Neal Ruhl. Thanks for tapping in. Be civil. All right, everybody? No, you're not going to. Thanks for tapping in. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Well, see you later.